Hi, today we'll be talking about how we can create PDF files on automation from a Notion database. For this demonstration, we are going to produce certificate of completions directly from this Google document with the help of a Notion database. So as you can see, I have got this course completion certificate Google Doc template created over here, which has all the relevant fields that I need. And there are certain fields which have been created inside double curly brackets, like the participant name, the course name, the start date, end date. All these other fields which I'll be replacing from a Notion database, and I'll be creating the PDFs on automation. So if you look at the database, this is the database which we have, which has all the relevant fields that we need for the completion certificate. So we have the participant name, the course name, start date, end date, and all the other fields. And we'll be creating a PDF file one by one for all the records in the database on automation. And we'll be storing the PDF directly inside the database itself. Okay. So we will understand how this entire automation will work, and we will proceed further with the setup. So for this, we will be using this Google document as a template file, and we'll be using this Notion database as the source of information, which will be helpful to produce the PDFs. And the automation tool which will help us achieve this will be the PDF output tool. PDF output is a document automation platform for the Notion users, which can work with different source templates. We can use Google document, we can use a Microsoft Word file, and we can even upload a PDF file for this setup to work. Okay. So I will show you how we will do this with this Google document template. So first of all, what you can do is you can head over to this template section at the top. So if you click on the template section, it will take you to all the templates that are already available for a use case. Okay. So I'm interested in the completion certificate. So you can simply type completion over here. It will automatically show you this particular template. Click on use template, and you will be able to create a copy of this. So once you click on make a copy, it will create a copy of the document just like you see over here in your particular Google account. So make sure you first of all create a copy of the document before proceeding further with the rest of the demonstration. So once you have the document in your particular Google account, just click on login and simply sign in with that particular account where you have the template. So I'm going to quickly log in over here with one of the account, and then I will show you the rest of the steps. So as you log in, the very first thing which you need to do is you need to set up the automation. So click on new automation and just give it a name. So this is something like completion certificates. I'll click on create, and now it is asking me to connect my Notion database. Okay, so this is the database which I have on my account. So what I will do is I will just simply click on change Notion database. Since I already have few databases connected, I will click on add new database. So now this will take me to the database selection screen where I'll be able to add the database. Let me meanwhile copy the database title. So I will just copy this title from here, and then I will be able to add the database into the selection window. Make sure you select the right account which you are using. As you can see, I have a lot of accounts created over here, so you must choose the right account which is in use. Okay, click on select pages and put the title right inside the search pages section. You should be able to see the completion certificate. Click on this, and now it is already added up. Okay, scroll down and click on allow access. So now this will give access to the completion certificate database, which we'll be using further with the remaining steps. So now if you observe this particular database which we have, so let me quickly refresh this. So let me open up the database which I have. So I have it under another workspace. So as you can see, it has created these three columns for my use case. We have generate PDF, we have PDF file, we have Google Drive file. So under generate PDF, if you mark any record as ready to generate, it will automatically convert those records into PDF file, and it will store under the PDF file column that you see over here. Okay. So these are the three additional properties which PDF output creates on its own. So once the automation is set up, you simply need to mark the records as ready to generate, and it will be ready to be created as PDF directly inside the database. Okay. I'm going to show you how that will happen. So I have this completion certificate connected. I will just click on next. The next step is adding that source template file. Okay. So if you click on the drop down, you have multiple options available. You can go with a document, a slide. You even have an option of adding a Google slide, which can be used to create presentations on automation. You have an option of adding a PDF file. So if you have already a PDF file created which you want to use, you can just use this feature. You can even add a Word file. Okay. So whatever you add, it will be converted to a Google Doc format, and then you can edit the document and then proceed with the rest of the steps for the automation process. So I'll just go and show you how we can go ahead with this Google Documents option. So I'll just click on Google Document, click on select document, and it has different ways of adding a document. If you already have a document on your drive, you can go with the first option. If you want to create a blank document from scratch and create the entire template, you can select the second option. If you want to choose a demo document where it will automatically add the placeholders for you, you can go with the third option. Okay. And if you still want to create a copy of the template, you can go with the last option, which it will allow you to create a copy just like we saw earlier. Okay. But in my case, I already have this document on my drive. So I will just go with select existing document, and then I will be able to add the document right from this window. So I will just go to the document view, and now you can see the certificate of completion showing over here. I'll click on this and I'll click on select. So that document is already added up. I will just click on continue to workflow, and now it will take me to the setup screen where I will be able to edit the document and create the automation setup. In order to edit the document, you can see the entire Google document is loaded up on the left side. So everything that you would see in a Google document is already visible over here, which can be used to convert to PDF file. Okay. So in here, what you can do is, if you see on the right side, you will be able to see all the Notion database properties already visible over here. So we have authorizer name, authorizer title, course name, and all the other fields that you have added over here in this particular database. So what we can do is, let's say I want to change this participant name. Okay, so I can just remove this, and I can just click on copy. So this will copy the participant name value. I'll go to the document wherever I want to map it. I will simply use Control V or Command V on my keyboard. Okay, so this is the keyboard shortcut to map it. So simply paste it. So Control V or Command V. You can see it is automatically added. Okay, I can even go ahead and put in a different color to this. So if you click on this, you should be able to see all the options of the formatting. Okay, so let's say I want to put a green color highlight so that all the names come in green color. Just I'm showing a different format. Okay. Similarly, let's say we do not have a date field over here. Okay. So let's say this is not there. I want to add a start date. So what I can do is I can search. If I have a start date, I can click on copy. It again copies the value, and go to the document, and you can just paste it over here. So use Control V or Command V, it paste it. So you can obviously do all sort of formatting to the text, whatever you need, everything is available. And you can accordingly map all the fields that you need inside the document, whichever you are copying and pasting. Okay, so it allows you to map all the values. Okay, so make sure you have all the fields available, whatever you need. If you do not have any fields, you can simply add it. It even supports images as well. So in your database, if you have any image files, I do not have any images placed over here. So if you have any images, you can just simply add the placeholder. It will automatically add those images. Okay. Make sure the images are within the correct file size so that it is able to load the images onto the document. And you can add the images directly over here. You can even set the dimensions of the image. So if you just put underscore, and you can just put the dimensions in pixels, it will automatically capture those values as well. Okay, so once all these values are mapped, what you can do next is you can define how the PDF file will be named. Okay, so I want to generate the PDF file by the name of the participant. So if you see, we have the participant name over here. I want to create the PDF file by the participant name, so that's why I have selected that. You can go ahead with the different options. We have course name, and all the fields will be available over here. You can select any of the fields and go with the participant name. And finally, what I can do is I can download the PDF right now. So there are two ways to generate the PDF. If you click on download PDF, you can instantly create three PDFs, which it will be stored onto the downloads folder, as well as it will be saved onto the database. Okay. If you want to generate a bunch of PDFs in one go, you can go with download all PDFs. It will process 100 records at a time. So if you have a lot of records to process and you want to do it quickly, it will process 100 records at a time. Okay. Make sure that you have this generate PDF column available. It will automatically set the records as ready to generate, and it will process. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this setup Notion automation. And once I do this, it will instantly create an automation setup wherein I will be able to produce the PDF directly inside the database. So now my automation is set up. I will just simply go to my database, and I will simply mark the record as ready to generate, whichever I want to convert to PDF. So I'm just going to mark three records as ready to generate. And very soon I will be able to see the PDF populate over here in the PDF file column. Okay. Notice that it has also added this additional column choose document. What this means is, for this automation that we have created, we have utilized this certificate of completion document that you see over here, right? if you have multiple certificates and you want to create different templates on the same database, okay, so you can again repeat this process, select a different document and click on setup notion automation. You will be able to see the second document come up in this selection that you have over here. Currently it is showing only one document as we have only created one automation, but if you have multiple documents added to the same database, you will be able to see multiple document options one below the other, and then you can choose one of the option from this list of options and it will automatically create the PDF as per the particular template. So this will allow you to use multiple templates on the same database, and whichever template you select, it will process the document as per that selected template and it will create the PDF directly over here. Okay. So this makes it highly relevant and useful as you can process by using different templates onto the same database. And you can see it has now started processing and even it marked as completed. And the PDF file have been created over here by the participant name that you see over here. Okay, so all the participant names are being used to generate the PDF file by the name values. So let me click on particular files and we will see how the output has come out to be. You could have obviously added the company name and all the stuff. I just kept it like that, and you can see the name has been replaced. The training name has been replaced as well, and we can see that the date values have also been mapped correctly and they have been generated over here. Okay, so all the fields that were correctly mapped have been placed. So you can see the authorizer name, the training manual, and everything is correctly placed. The only thing which we didn't map correctly was the signature field. So if you would have added a particular image over here, okay, so Notion supports file and media property. So if you add an image over here, it will also generate over here inside this particular image. So let's open up the second document. It has also come out correctly with the respective values, and the last one also has been mapped with the respective values. So we created three documents from this automation by simply generating the PDF directly inside the database. So you can keep on adding more and more records, mark it as ready to generate. It will automatically be converted to PDF and stored over here. Okay. One thing I didn't mention was you also have an option to choose a Google Drive folder where you want to save the PDF. So if you want to save a generated PDF inside a Google Drive folder, you can go ahead with this setup. It will also convert the document and it will also store the link inside this Google Drive folder as well. Okay. So that option is also available to you. So I hope this entire demonstration was helpful to you. And if you go back to the home page, you will be able to see the automation already created. And next time you want to use this same automation, just click on this. It will automatically load all its values. You can keep on clicking next and it will take you to the final screen where you can map out all the properties once again. Okay. So just make sure you take advantage of every possible template source available. We have PDF file, we have Microsoft Word document, we have Google Slides also available, which you can use to create presentations. So a lot of options are available to create the automation, which you can take advantage of. Okay. That was it from my side for the demonstration. If you have any questions, just use this chat bubble at the bottom left of the screen and you send me a message through this chat window. I will be able to assist you with any queries which you might be having. Or else you can go to the home page and there is this contact section at the bottom of the home page where you should be able to reach out to me with any of your issues. Go to this contact section, send me a message through here, through this message box. I'll be able to take up your issues on anything that you might be having. Okay. And that's it for the demonstration point. You can even book a free demonstration if you want to have